Does Sam Wilson earn the title of Captain America? Let's talk about it. What's going on? It's Trey here, and if you clicked on this video, I thank you so much. Please do me a favor and like and subscribe to the channel. It helps out a ton. So I want to be talking about Captain America Brave New World. Captain America Brave New World, starring Anthony Mackie and Harrison Ford, and it focuses on Sam Wilson picking up the shield of Captain America that was handed to him by Steve Rogers, and he now must take on the responsibility of protecting America. First and foremost, I would start by apologizing to Anthony Mackie. Honestly, I did not believe that he could pull off being the lead in a Marvel film, and in this movie, he proved me wrong and showed me that he definitely got what it takes. And to me, he is definitely now Captain America. He was a star in this film, and he put on a great performance. To me, this film is not a bad film whatsoever. Yes, it had its flaws, but how this movie is being dragged is totally unnecessary. The movie starts out the gate with action. You will be very entertained with the action scenes and especially the flight sequences. And then again, the acting, like I mentioned before, especially the performance by Anthony Mackie, also along with Harrison Ford and Carl Lambert, they were great. Although I feel Giancarlo Esposito wasn't given enough screen time, but with what he was given, he did good. Another thing, the tone of this film was good. I know they were pitching this was going to be a tone of Captain America the Winter Soldier. Nah, I wouldn't say all that. But I would say it's a military espionage tone and your typical fighting against bad guys film. I would say it's pretty much a mix of, if you've seen the film Lucy, starring Scarlett Johansson, and Outside the Wire, starring Anthony Mackie. I would say it's a combination of those two films put together. But with our movie, it does come to negatives, and one negative I have about this film is the dialogue. I feel that it's too much overexertion and expanding on lines. It's almost like they're trying to spell it out for the audience and not letting the visuals and the direction of the scene tell the audience what's going on. It's almost like it's telling us what we need to feel, what we need to know, and what we're looking at. But then again, that has a lot to do with the direction. Also, some scenes felt noticeably out of place. I know this film had a lot of reshoots, and you could definitely tell. There's one scene in particular with Anthony Mackie and Giancarlo Esposito, and it's almost close to the third act when it happens. And you could just tell that scene feels out of place. It just feels that, oh yeah, this was definitely a reshoot. And also, it was a lot of well-wasted characters in this film, especially Giancarlo Esposito. I know at the beginning of the production period, Giancarlo Esposito wasn't even supposed to be in the movie. But after distrustfulness and just needing to have a market employee, they picked him up because he's a big name and a great actor. I feel they brought a good actor in Giancarlo Esposito that was wasted away when they could have brought him into the MCU to play another well-known big role that he could have put on his acting talents on display. But instead, they brought him into this film as a small role and just to get rid of him quickly. And another thing that ruined this movie is definitely the marketing. The marketing definitely ruined something that could have been a great surprise and honestly could have added on to the wow factor of this film. And if they just kept everything quiet and let you go in and watch this movie and be surprised at what happens towards the third act or in the third act of the film, and I believe they would have gave this movie a lot more praise. And that being the Red Hulk. This movie was mainly marketed towards the Red Hulk being a prominent role and a prominent factor of this film. But to be honest with you, the Red Hulk was only in the film for maybe only 5 to 10 minutes. And it was all in the third act. It's not a spoiler because you already seen all his scenes by marketing and commercials anyway. And that was a blown chance for them. But they felt so unsure and certain how the movie would do, they had to put him out there as being a big role and a big main focus of the film to draw audience in. And like I said before, I feel if he was hidden from all the marketing and just shown in the third act, it would have made a way bigger impact for this film and made people actually want to come and see just for that alone. But to me, Captain America Brave New World was not a bad movie. And out of rating out of 10, I would have to give it a 7 out of 10. And I'm honestly excited to see what Anthony Mackie can continue to do in this role as Captain America. But thank you for clicking on the video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below if you've seen this movie and if you enjoyed it, or if you haven't seen it. But be sure to follow for any more movie news, reviews, or anything of that nature. because it's possible. If you've seen it, I've seen it too.